Did you know that Scott Bloomquist, a top race car driver, almost gave up racing before it began? What was the shocking moment that nearly ended it all before he became a champion? And how did this near failure fuel his rise to become a living legend in motorsports? Stick around. It's a story of grit, determination, and unexpected twists that shaped a racing icon. Scott Bloomquist wasn't born to race. He was born where dirt tracks were etched into the very fabric of life, Fort Dodge, Iowa, the cradle of champions. Scott's journey began here, on those gritty ovals. There, dreams spun faster than the wheels beneath him, but fate had other plans. In 2002, he was inducted into the National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame. This solidified his status as a living legend. Scott Bloomquist, a legend, an icon, and a force of nature. But did you know that this racing titan has a secret? A twist of fate that defies all odds. Before he became a dirt track legend, Scott Bloomquist was just a kid with a dream. He grew up in a small town, far from the roar of engines. But who were the people behind the legend? How did the son of a V2 veteran and a devoted mother find his way from a quiet family life to the intense world of professional racing? Scott was born on November 14, 1963, in Fort Dodge, Iowa. His father, Gary Bloomquist, was disciplined and resilient. His mother, Evelyn, nurtured his adventurous spirit. But it wasn't just Scott's love for cars. It was his parents' values. They fueled his drive to succeed. Join us as we explore how Scott Bloomquist's roots and family values shaped his rise to the top of the racing world. Scott Bloomquist didn't follow the traditional path of higher education. Instead, he focused intensely on racing from a young age. His love of motorsports made him prioritize track learning over school. After high school, Bloomquist aimed to be a pro race car driver. He learned from experience and racing veterans, not school. This unusual path gave him unique skills and a mindset. They would later define his legendary dirt track racing career. Before Scott Bloomquist was a dirt track racing star, he was a young man. He had an insatiable hunger for speed and a fierce drive to make his mark. But what drove him to the track? How did he find greatness in a sport where only the strongest survive? In the late 1970s, Scott was starting to build his racing career. His first real taste of competitive racing came at the age of 16 when he jumped behind the wheel of a stock car. With no formal training, raw talent, and the will to win, Scott quickly made a name for himself on local tracks. His fearless driving soon caught the attention of seasoned racers and fans. By the early 1980s, Scott had established himself as a rising star in the sport. His breakthrough came in 1984 when he won the prestigious World 100 at Eldora Speedway. That victory put him on the map and set the stage for his legendary career. That win proved Scott Bloomquist was not just another racer. He was a force to be reckoned with. He would redefine what it meant to be a champion in dirt track racing. Scott Bloomquist became famous in the dirt track racing world in the mid-1980s. His breakout moment came in 1984. He won the prestigious World 100 at Eldora Speedway. It is a key event in dirt late model racing. This victory catapulted him into the spotlight and marked the beginning of his rise to fame. This win, plus his aggressive style and many wins, made Bloomquist a top driver in the sport. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, he was a dirt track racing legend. He had won many championships and dominated the sport. Scott Bloomquist has kept his personal life, including his dating history, private. There is limited public information available about his romantic relationships or who he may have dated. Bloomquist has focused on his racing career. He has not shared much of his personal life with the media. If he made any notable public relationships, they are not widely discussed. His legacy is more closely tied to his accomplishments on the track rather than his personal relationships. Scott Bloomquist is married to Katrina Bloomquist. Their relationship is private, but it's known that Katrina has supported Scott's racing career. The couple has kept a low profile. They focus on family and Scott's dirt track racing. Katrina has been mentioned in racing contexts, but like Scott, she prefers privacy and avoids the public eye. Scott Bloomquist has one daughter named Ariel Bloomquist. Ariel has been a significant part of his life, and like her father, She has a love for racing. Ariel has also been involved in racing, especially in go-kart racing in her youth. Scott's career has been in the spotlight, but he has a close relationship with his daughter. He supports her interests and shares his love of motorsports with her. Scott Bloomquist has earned numerous awards and accolades throughout his illustrious dirt track racing career. Here are some of the most notable. Bloomquist has won the prestigious World 100 at Eldora Speedway multiple times, with victories in 1988, 1990, 2001, and 2006. This event is one of the most significant in dirt late model racing. He has also won the Dirt Late Model Dream at Eldora Speedway many times, including in 1995, 2002, and 2013. This event is another major highlight in the sport. Bloomquist has won the LOL MDS Championship 4 times in 2009, 2010, 2016, and 2017. He won the Hava Tampa Dirt Racing Series Championships multiple times in the 1990s. It's now called the United Dirt Track Racing Association. Bloomquist has won the Dirt Track World Championship. This cements his legacy as one of the sport's all-time greats. In 2002, Bloomquist was inducted into the National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame. This honors his impact and success in the sport. In his career, Bloomquist has won over 600 features. This makes him one of the most successful dirt late model drivers. He has won the Race of Champions at the World Finals in Charlotte multiple times. This shows his consistency and dominance in high-stakes races. These awards show Scott Bloomquist is a top dirt track racer. As of 2024, Scott Bloomquist's estimated net worth is around $4 million to $5 million. His wealth comes from a long, successful career in dirt track racing. It includes winnings, sponsorships, and related business ventures. Bloomquist has also made and sold racing equipment. This has added to his net worth. Exact figures can vary. Net worth estimates often rely on public data. They may not capture all of an individual's assets and liabilities. Scott Bloomquist's house, known as Team Zero's HQ, is in Mooresburg, Tennessee. The property is not just a home, but also serves as the base of operations for his racing team. The property includes a large garage and workshop where his race cars are built, maintained, and stored. This facility is essential to his racing operations and reflects his deep commitment to the sport. The house is in a rural area. It is private and secluded. This suits Bloomquist, who wants to keep his life out of the public eye. The house's interior and features are not widely publicized. It's known that the property supports his lifestyle. It balances his personal space with the demands of his racing career. Scott Bloomquist is known for his impressive collection of race cars. They are especially from his dirt track racing career. His collection is focused more on performance and racing history than on luxury or exotic street cars. Here are some highlights of what's known about his car collection. Bloomquist's collection has several custom-built dirt late model race cars. He designed and engineered many of them. These cars have unique designs and cutting-edge technology. They give him an edge on the track. His racing number 0 names them. Bloomquist's signature cars are a key part of his collection. These vehicles are meticulously maintained and represent different stages of his career. They are often used for both competition and as part of his legacy in the sport. Bloomquist has kept several of his most iconic race cars from past wins. This includes the cars he used to win events like the World 100 and the Dirt Late Model Dream. These cars hold significant sentimental and historical value. In addition to his race-ready vehicles, Bloomquist has a few show cars that he displays at events and exhibitions. These cars often have special paint jobs. They are in perfect condition to showcase the evolution of his designs. Bloomquist mainly focuses on race cars, but he has a few classic cars too. They show his love for automotive history. Scott Bloomquist's car collection is a testament to his passion for racing and his contributions to the sport. It is less about luxury and more about the performance, innovation, and history that define his legendary career. Dirt tracks of small-town America to the grandest stages of motorsports, Scott Bloomquist has defined an era. He's lived a life of speed and determination. His name is etched in racing history. It's for his wins and for changing the game. He pushed the limits of what's possible on 4 wheels. Known as the dirt track dominator and a master innovator, Scott Bloomquist is a legend. His legacy will inspire racers and fans for generations. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the life of a true racing icon. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe. We explore the world of motorsports. Also, what's your favorite Scott Bloomquist moment?